Hey, welcome to Playing for Keeps, the show where we take a deep dive into dating, love, relationships, sex, and attachment theory. Your host, DJ, will be hosting Dating Chronicles, where she has guests come on the show and give a funny, crazy, or romantic dating story. Tune in if you need a laugh, hear something romantic, or maybe hear someone else's experience to help you grow in your relationship journey.
Hey everybody, it's your girl DJ with Playing for Keeps podcast, and today I have a special guest for Dating Chronicles. What's up, Papi Jae?
How you doing, and how everybody out there doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm all right.
It sounds like you've had an eventful few weeks. You want to talk about it before we dive into Dating Chronicles?
Eventful. This is part of healing. When you decide to just go with that. You know how we sometimes have a vibe or a thought or like it feels like a breeze or anything for however people may feel it.
Yeah.
And you're at that moment, you not understand, you just feel a chill, but it's that moment, it's your choices and the thought pattern that you should just like, maybe I should reconsider this. If it's a chill that's like make you nervous or something, like if it's that type of vibe.
Do you feel like that's like your intuition in a way?
Yeah.
Kicking in?
So now you just embrace it. And if it tells you to do this, yeah, we could question everything. We could put a lot of excuses why we can't. And then sometimes it might be beneficial. Like now I see my son every day. Now I'm in his life. I'm there.
That's what's up.
In the morning, we gonna clean together. We gonna cook together. I'm gonna teach you how to be a man. You can play and act crazy when you go to your mother's house. Or you go to your family. Here, I gotta balance you out because the world is fucked up. And you gotta prepare them that way. Like I'm not telling them to be scared of nothing. I'll never tell them a story about police brutality. They show enough of it on TV.
They do.
That's not my job to keep putting. I'd rather he understand TV and think it's fake.
Got you.
Just be a man, and and my job is to get you in an area where it's safe.
That's what's up. Just you speaking on that, and then also you saying that you want to be able to provide better for him as well. So you are here for Dating Chronicles, where you give a funny or crazy dating story. Yo, what do you have for us?
All right, but wait, let me do it. This is a disclaimer first. This is definitely who I was then. And this had to be around, oh yeah. So I'm definitely sure it was like 99, 2000. So I'm a big club person, like party person. Like I always came when I was in the streets. I wasn't the beefer.
Okay.
I was one that just moved. Respected the area I was in, respected the people of this area, and never gonna try to act like I'm better than you, nothing. Okay. Smarter, I always considered it like we could talk, even got the older guys to respect that. Yeah, I mean, this is what I do. Still a little smarter, and I still have my morals. So we going to the club.
All right.
And it's me and my man. Club is packed. And we over by the bar. So like she was in one town, but like hanging in another town.
Got you.
In both towns. So this time I catch her. So we're in the club. My man's like, yo, who's shorty? I'm like 5'6.5" or whatever you want to call it. 5'7". I don't know. Depends on who I'm standing to. But and she just banging, tossing. So my man's like, yo, you could hit that. Now we in the bar, so I'm standing here. There's only the bar, like the bar is there. So this is just a little area for you to stand at. So this is our dance area, the bar stuff. I'm sitting.
Okay.
So I'm standing, she's on it. But he like, yo, son, shorty, come here. She came over to him. She was like, yo, you not gonna hit that right now? He was like, yo, here. He pulled out a condom. He's like, yo, here, son. I was like, what you want me to do? He's like, yo, son, right now, dude. Man.
Oh my God.
I had that complex. You don't just dare, nigga. If it's not gonna kill me, my man, I know it's a dare that I gotta like shut this nigga up. Like I'm about that life.
Oh my
So,
God.
I strap up. She lift her skirt up. We had a good couple of minutes, and she was going hard off the music. So my man is standing behind me, holding me. Like,
Oh my God.
so he's just holding me like from like the back, the upper, like right behind your shoulders, just holding. This shit looks like a crazy ass scene. All I can hear these two dudes going, yo. Another guy turn. I look. I'm still dying. She's fucking going crazy. And I'm like, oh, they fucking. I was like,
so, wow. So basically,
he stop. And then when, like, I think we stopped after the her fucking shit, but it took a minute. Like, she was on her thing.
So literally, you
like,
guys were like
Jamaican with her hands almost to the floor. She was just, and I was like, yes. I said, I'm so happy he dared me. I could put.
Oh my God! So
I could scratch this off my bucket list, right?
So,
and, it was an upstate club. It wasn't no big New York City club, but I mean, I probably would have got it off with her anyway. And if it was in a New York City club, I probably would have got it off without nobody even caring. Well, up here, it was just odd. Like it was just definitely not something that anybody would just do.
Yo, and they talk about dirty dancing. They don't literally. That's dirty.
I kid you not. I don't even have to make nothing up like that, yo. Like,
yo,
I'll tell you the first time. First time, we was at the same club, and I first met her, and my cousin was messing with her homegirl. Like he was trying to get at her homegirl.
Mm-hmm.
And this is her, and her homegirl, the rider, her homegirl is her brother's baby mother. Like the black girl's baby mother.
Really?
Was it with the girl, her homegirl?
Okay.
At the club was her. So I knew that, but I ain't thinking nothing of it. It's not my business, man. I don't got time for this shit. I'm trying to get the sister. What up? Yo, they over there talking. My cousin trying to shoot his shot. He going super hard. Sure, he walks me over. I think this is the time they had like a little rail on the outside of these projects. And they're up here, you say projects, but they was like 2-floor shits.
Got you.
But they had a bar there. And this was around the jumper time, so I had one of them fucking I don't even know what jump it was. And man, every time I know I'm around her, I used to keep one on deck just because anytime I run into her.
Oh my God.
That probably, and not on no like to be a wife, but she was definitely gonna make me walk away from something that even if I just met you, she ain't had to wink too hard. She wasn't drop dead gorgeous, but she was alright. Just because I knew how wild she was, made her a dime.
Gotcha.
Like, I knew how wild she was. Like that was my bringing out your wild side. I didn't have to ask for nothing. I didn't have to ask to fuck outside or in the car or nothing. Like when she was ready,
that was it.
Come on.
Now I gotta ask you something off topic now. Now back in the day, because you say you're not the same dude, right? Back in the day, what kind of guy were you like in relationships? I'm real curious.
Them shits didn't work. I could tell you that if you count, not the time that I gotta say this. No disclaimer.
Oh my God.
You remember I was on probation. So getting kicked out, even if we wasn't talking to each other, I'd still be there.
Okay.
Even though in my head I wasn't working on nothing, that counted towards time towards them. But if you ask me, I don't think I ever been in a relationship longer than 18 months mentally.
Mentally. Okay. So do you so in a way you say mentally, so you'd be in a relationship and you would kind of check out, you would say, if it was longer than that?
Once I check out, I was just trying to get out. Mind you, if I wasn't on probation, I'd never live with a girl. I always live by myself. So every time I lived with a girl, for some reason it was a relationship. It turned into a relationship. And it wasn't never really a good discussion. It was like a discussion, but it was like a nigga, this is what it is.
It just kind of ended up that way. Was it because you think it was
under my roof? And I was like, fuck.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's what I say. Was it because more so you were in need, or was it just more so of?
It wasn't love, yo.
It definitely, yeah, you definitely, what you said, it wasn't love.
No, it wasn't. It was a lot of lust. Definitely a lot of lust. And then I don't know how they want to word it, because I'm not here to speak on their behalf, so I'm not here to bash nobody. I'm telling you, it was a lot of lust.
Got you.
Less communication. That's why I'm big on communication now, because it was a lot of less, like, you knew I was in the street, man. You thought you was going to change me because of your box?
I think that's what a lot of women fail at. They really think, and sometimes it's not even about the box.
I'm not even saying, like, all your looks. I don't give a fuck, man. I ain't meet Sunshine.
Not even looks. Like, it could be like
Sunshine. I didn't meet Sunshine.
Okay,
nobody that made me just say, yo, I'm done.
See, that's women be thinking they can be the dude Sunshine. Let me, you staying with me. Let me help you out. Let me lead the way, and this will probably change him. And then
I appreciate. Look, I'm not gonna say that I don't appreciate refocusing me. You don't gotta
right
this way. You hustle this way. You don't gotta always chase the quick money. Chase the slow money. Yeah, that's the hardest thing to tell a nigga. Chase the slow money. Leave the fast money to chase the slow money.
Let me want to ask you this, since I got you on this podcast and we're on this topic. Like, how does it make a man like you feel, or think of any man? I know you can't speak for any other man, but when a woman comes in and she does, in a way, try to change you, how do you think that makes you feel? Like, I've always wanted to ask a man that. Like,
that's how, and that's what I'm going through. This is what I'm saying. This is like, you trying to change me. One, it's very crucial to understand the person that you beg. Right. Like, even if it starts out with lust and you trying to make something of it, understand that person. One, I am not a video game person. No offense to video game people. I am not a party nigga no more. No offense to party goers. I want better still. I want better. I'm sacrificing for better. It's not to make a lot of money for y'all to spend it. It's not, and this is what I'm saying, is even with what I'm doing now, there's a lot of things that I know I'm gonna have, people might take wrong. Chasing my dream to better my family and people around me. It's not, you gotta sacrifice a lot. And when I've sacrificed relationships.
Got you.
Because you don't understand. And if I'll stay here arguing with you, or if I change lanes because of you, we'll never know. We'll never know if things could be better.
Right. Let me ask you this. Can you think of one more dating story? And then I'm going to pick through it. I'm going to ask you questions.
Yeah, that sounds crazy.
Crazier than what the other one you just told me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's some stories. Like, my stories ain't, a lot of these stories ain't really, like, that book is going to be crazy, man. Now that I'm thinking about the era we in with all this sensitivity shit.
You're going to find the right audience.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
I don't give a fuck. Don't read it, man. It says Confession of a Man. I'm a man now. I used to be a player. I evolved. The evolution of a player.
Evolution of a player.
There's in 2 cousins. Wow.
It was a sister and 2 cousins?
It was one girl, her cousin. I'm pretty sure it was like a friend of theirs.
Do you remember how it got started and do you remember or no?
The night we went out, they just knew I was not with the relationship shit. They knew I was on my player shit, a secret. Like, we was, bitch, talking to me and saying the word relationship was like a curse. Like, you just wasn't going to even, it wasn't even something for you to assume. I was a hot boy for a long time. Like 2000, I probably didn't stop until 2007, right before I got arrested. I stopped like 3 months. Like maybe I could give you a good maybe 3 months that I stopped. Nobody knew where I lived before I got arrested.
Got you.
Seriously.
So why were relationships and you just not in the same sentence? Like,
I just wasn't. I knew I wasn't ready. Nobody wanted me then. I would have been a fucked up. I can't even imagine what kind of fucked up person I would have been if I wouldn't have just stuck to my guns. Like, well, I'm not with this shit. Like my bar was super high, even for me not even having mad bread. That's what kept my bar was so high that everything just looked like sex. Like I came up here. When you go out of town, when I first came out here, man, you would have thought I didn't even have to say much.
yeah.
It was just that's the way it was. Unfortunately, I was lucky enough to be somebody that they didn't care. And then you realize they don't care as long as you ain't from up here. So what make you different?
Got you.
It was a little hotter than the average.
Okay.
The crew.
Okay.
Before the money fucked everything up. It was a crew of niggas. So my boss, I like, bitch, you can't tell me shit.
Wow. Well, I want to circle back just a second when you say your bar was super high. Do you think back then and then think how you are now? Do you think your bar was super high kind of as like kind of like a distraction so you wouldn't fall for a female? Like you set high standard?
Defense.
Why?
I don't know. This is just the way it was. How I was. When I came up here, this is the vibe I felt. I was like, yo, I'm not with all this extra shit. Like, I seen my mans in them, and I was just like, I'm getting all this pussy for being connected to these bitches that's fucking with these niggas. Why do I need one? And then on top of that, I had my crib. So when they wanted to get theirs off, they knew where they could come. As long as you bring me one.
Oh Lord.
That's the thing. Like, yo,
Got
bring
you.
some company. If I strike out, I strike out. But nigga, bring some company, nigga. Make sure she has a friend or keep her ass. Call another nigga.
Question for you. Did that, like you said, you disappeared, like, did that get old? Like you said, Confessions of a Player. Just being a player and fucking all of these different females, did it get old or did you just get locked up and then when you got out, you got older? Like, what did it for you?
When you get like the part 2 of, I'll give everybody a sneak. In the part 2 of Confessions of a Man, the road ends with me going to prison. It ends with the last 2 chapters. There's probably a good percentage that if people who really paid attention to me during those years, they know who I'm talking about. The females know I'm talking about. Like the last 2 chapters was more, I started just like getting my shit off. Like chicks and my head told me this. My old me told me, it always was in the back. You always still got them. It didn't go away. That was a hard little thing to shake. All the defense that I had up. I had mad.
Yeah.
It was unfair to women. That's why when I be on the podcast, I be like, I was a piece of shit.
So do you think that, so I'm going to ask you now, because now it's like you older, you got a clearer mind. Like you say, you quote unquote say you were a piece of shit. I don't know how you were back then.
Yeah, I'm talking about in that aspect.
In that aspect.
I already knew it was defenses. I was defense from even
Do you think it was for you not believing in yourself, or maybe you having low self-esteem and you didn't want them to see certain things, like when you think back now? Or do you think you just had those defenses for? Because why would you think a woman wouldn't? I think I heard you say this. Why would you think a woman wouldn't be stunning you like that back then?
Wouldn't be what?
Like, I use a country term, stunting, or wouldn't care about you back then versus now. Like, why did you feel like you needed to put those defenses up?
He tell you, and this is some no bullshit.
Okay.
before I got arrested up there, because everybody makes the newspaper up there.
Ooh.
So before I got arrested, from the years that I was there, all you knew was that my name was Trey.
Got you.
And if you ask me my last name, I make one up. Like, but nobody knew my name. How you gonna tell me you love me? That's what I meant. Like, I didn't think
Got you.
It wasn't that I don't think a woman can't love me. I just didn't think these women, yeah, you love Trey. This nigga wilding out, getting his little dollars, in the right, got a nice crew of niggas that was, everybody could handle their own. So everybody was getting money. We were just partying. This shit was coming easy. We was just like, all right, we hustled during the day, and then we partied hard at night.
So let me ask you this.
Like, we always had like, my crib was always the after party.
Got you.
So, oops. So, son, I got a crew coming to your crib. All right, nigga, wake up. Shake a little off, and next thing you know, it's a party.
Got you. Let me ask you this now. Like you said, like they just knew you as Trey, and you would make up a last name, right? What was the blockage there? Why didn't you want a woman to get to know you? Did that woman just not do it for you to break through?
Like, we know the game, man. Everybody know I'm from New York City. So, 9 times out of 10, my name ain't the name that I told you when I was living in the streets. So if you dating a nigga named Trey and never ask the conversation, this is what I said. I always knew this is the person I was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then how it was just retarded to me. Like, why would you tell me your name is Brandy or Jennifer, and I go and I kick it with you, and I never bring up this Jennifer thing. Like, yo, so that means you're never gonna be around family. That means you're never gonna be around friends. Because I didn't tell you my name.
But why you didn't want to tell the name? That's what I want to know. Why you never told?
I was coming up from a different town. I don't know nobody. You ain't gonna track me down like that. I was on my bullshit.
Oh, so that's the reason why. Like, cause you was on your BS. It wasn't nothing to do with. Got you.
Talking about women, this is about the street survival. If I'm out there and you think you can run, and I do something to you, if I'm forced to do something to somebody, and I bounce, good luck finding Trey.
Got you. Okay. Now it's tying together for me. Okay.
Yeah, it was good luck finding Trey. I know y'all. I know the names. I know the family names.
Got you. So street life took over being in something stable.
A lot of people don't realize how much of a street, because I never was the biggest baller out of the crew.
Okay.
I didn't go hard like that. I made money. I enjoyed myself. I didn't give a fuck. I was enjoying getting pussy. I don't need to be, and I was getting it for the low. I didn't have to go as hard as these niggas. I'm not buying nothing.
Right.
My vibe is just good. It's better than theirs because I'm not stunting. I'm a regular nigga, man. Now you're going to realize we still equal. They just make a couple of dollars.
Got you.
But I'm fun.
Got you.
And I don't require you having to do what I say. You're going to fuck. You're going to bounce. You could bounce and flip for whoever you want to bounce. Well, you could go and love the person you want to love. But when they get on your nerve, call me.
It's crazy how
there's a lot of women.
A lot of women are like that, and they're cool with that. I've even been in that kind of category, like in the past. But I just wonder how dudes can be okay with that. I'll just be the fun dude.
Look, nobody knew. That's what the best kept. Even me telling this book, the ones that they know I kept our secret.
Right, but
in the book.
But you being you, but you in your position, like
they never had no worries about me coming to blow up with their relationship, trying to say hi to them when they with their man.
Yeah, you didn't care. Man, that's one thing. You didn't care.
I'm playing the game the right way. I don't have time to care. That's why girls get beat up and niggas get shot.
Yeah,
I'm not dying over no chick. Nigga, that's yours. You'll never find out that there's mad niggas that will never know that I slept with theirs.
Yeah.
There's mad niggas that got theirs and didn't know I slept with theirs before it was a theirs.
Got you.
I was just fortunate. I don't know what it was, blessing, whatever you want, curse. You could call it whatever you want, but I don't know if I was meant to experience a lot of different things so I could just pass it forward. I don't know what I'm meant to do.
Yeah.
That this is what it was. It wasn't premeditated. When I knew I was coming out of town, I was thinking not dying.
Right.
How many bitches I could fuck? I knew that was like the icing on the cake.
Got you.
Nigga ain't chased you out of the town and they embraced you. Oh,
I can't with you, man. I can't. I'm trying to dig deep and figure out why.
I told you I'm an open book, so you can ask away.
I know. I'm trying to get.
Until you say it's over, you can ask whatever you want. I told you I wrote books, and I'm gonna do on the podcast. So I have nothing to hide. And
right. I need more male perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? Why do players do what they do? Why you think you just didn't fall for nobody back in the day?
I was breeded by these niggas, man. Some niggas I was breeded by these men, man, getting that money. This is what I'm saying. I looked up to family members. And for me, and fortunate enough for me, my family members was just always into something.
Okay.
Doing good. And they got a lot of pussy in New York City, which is not the easiest thing to do unless you're doing good.
Right. I can believe that.
So seeing how women act for the dude with more, I think that might have played something.
You aspire just to be that?
Like it just was like, I'm not denying a woman. I'm just not going hard. Like if I had a girl here tonight, unless she say we fucking, she can lay in my bed, I'm going right to sleep. Like I am not initiating nothing. Everything is gonna be on you. You're gonna make when you decide you wanna fuck me, then I'll be the one to be like, I wanna feel that. I wanna feel that. That should go both ways, right? That's what they always say about
that's what they say.
All right, my mission was to see. My men, that's how it was. My women became a thing of beauty to me. I was fascinated by women. That's all I've seen. But I've seen different aspects as a child.
Got you.
Family that I could walk in the crib from school and it'd be like 3 crack whores, like real whores, in my crib, just sprawled out, legs open, no panties on, just in the crib.
So you grew up around that?
Yeah. So everything with women was just they gotta earn that with me. Like I was mad, man. There was mad things like you would not meet in my family. I never was one of them niggas to go out of town, and then want to bring them to New York City. Hell no.
So let me ask you this then. Just what you just told me with your upbringing, did it make you not trust women?
It ain't even about trust. They did what they wanted to do. I'm not using. They chose these things. I watched my mother chose it. They chose it. So I'm not. I don't have trust issues. You chose it. Now I'm looking for all the signs to see what you choosing. And that's why I say I don't blame nothing on my parents, nothing. But I do know that after I seen women move from a horror standpoint, drug standpoint, nigga with the money and the newest car in the hood standpoint, and that shit it carries on to tradition. Look, nobody don't want to talk to a regular nigga. Always crying, I can't find a good nigga. Good nigga might be wearing Wranglers.
Right.
You won't look at a good nigga. Your mind is already fucked up, so you gotta retrain it. So I'm not denying it. I'd love to fall in love. I had towards the end. That's what I was saying. Towards the end of that book, there was one made me like stop hustling everything. I didn't care. She was cool. She was like Bonnie and Clyde. I still had something moving on the side, but I never really had to do nothing. All I had to do was chef it. Everything else, I never seen it again unless it was green. And then I was and then I had her son working with me as I was contracted by my landlord to clean our houses after people move out of them.
Got you. All right.
January, I was already hustling with the painting and the shit. It was already there.
Got you.
Yeah, like this a good partner.
All right. I'm gonna ask you this one question, then we're gonna close. So you said you fell in love. I just want to hear one thing that stood out with her besides, okay, you said y'all were like Bonnie and Clyde. Is that what made her stand out most definitely, or?
Because it wasn't no trying to change nobody. She knew mad niggas. She was like a loke or some shit. Like she's affiliated with the Blues.
Okay.
I'm non-affiliated, but I'm known in the street.
Got you.
Just know me. She used to mess with girls. Everybody. Last time when I first started kicking it, when the first people started first seeing me, they like, but I'm sleeping with her, so I don't know how is she. But if she wants to bring somebody, then who the fuck am I to be upset? I'm saying, like, that's how I looked at it. Like, who the fuck is gonna? Of course, I know she likes girls, and I'm hoping that I be the man that she decides she wants to give the icing on the cake.
So I mean, did you fall in love because it was a Bonnie and Clyde and she didn't try to change you, or did you fall in love with the fact that she like?
It's just nice to be with somebody that just really trying to understand you.
I feel you on that.
We always was talking. As whatever anybody got to say, we always talk. We was never in the crib not talking, unless we was fucking, and we might have been talking then. But really kick it or anything was while we worked.
Got you. Okay, so we gonna sum it up as like what you just said. Like when women usually are trying to change you, they're not trying to get to know you. The communication is not there. Versus this woman here, she wasn't trying to change you. She really was trying to get to know you.
You keep your shit, I keep mine. That we just got to know. We that's what I'm saying. If you're not rushing to live with each other, then when you chilling with each other, it's conversation, get to know each other. And we just kicked it. You had to talk to me. And they chat. They don't talk.
Got you.
Talk to me if you want me to even think that this shit is, that's what I mean by high standards. That to me, I was just, people say you bougie. Oh, you got, no, we got to kick it. I know some of y'all are stupid. So kick it, man, because if you don't ask the right questions, you don't ask about my kid, I'm around your whole family. You already got me in your family. Holding babies that ain't mine, all this shit. You ain't asked me about my son all week. You ain't asked if me and my son talking or anything. You didn't ask about my grandmother. You ain't ask you didn't ask shit. Who died in my, you ain't asking me shit. But you love me. I'm ending it.
Gotcha. Well, I want to thank you, Papi Jae, just for your time, your energy. You keep manifesting. You keep thinking. You keep cultivating them thoughts, turning into reality. Thank you for coming on. I want to thank all of the listeners for tuning in. And until next time.
Thank you for tuning in to today's show. If you like this podcast, please download and subscribe. If there's anything you would like to talk about in regards to relationships or would like to be a guest on the show to speak on relationships or get advice, you can always connect via social media at Playing for Keeps or email DJ at info@p4kdating.com. Thank you for tuning in and bye for now. Stay tuned. The dating app Playing for Keeps will be launching this June.